Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Hollywood Actors Guide to Surviving the Film and TV Industry. I am your host, Jennifer Lynn Warren. Please send me any questions that you have my way at hollywoodactorsguide@gmail.com. I am here to help. So today we are going to start with a quote, and it is, "True happiness comes from the joy of deeds well done, the zest of creating things new," by Antoine de Saint. I think it's Exupery. I'm not sure. I need to stop picking quotes where I cannot pronounce the people's names. Sorry about that, guys. But the point is, if you're not happy right now, I want you to take a look at what you're doing for your career. Not what you say you're going to do, but what you're really actually doing. Sit down and write out everything that you've actually done today to work on your career. And a lot of us are, we're submitting on Actors Access, and maybe you're even really reading the trades, but are you really working on your career? Because if you're depressed about where you're at, you need to take some action. You need to make something. It doesn't even have to be good. Take the initiative to put up a play or shoot a short film. If you're union and you don't have the money for the insurance, etc., just don't shoot something that just show it, put it on YouTube. You don't have to go through film festivals and all that other stuff. Just make something for yourself. Prove to yourself that you still have your chops and you still have what it takes. Stop waiting for an agent to sign you or for an agent to call you, because they're not going to come looking for you, but they might if you're out there being proactive. And you need to believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, why should anybody else believe in you? So believe in yourself and make something happen, because true happiness comes from the joy of deeds well done and the zest of creating things new. Are you having trouble finding the right play or characters for you? So here's a little exercise I've got. Make a list of real people you know that you could play in their life story. People that you actually know in real life. Make a list. Make a list of adjectives that describe them. And you may find the adjectives that help describe your brand. Adjectives that you can take to a headshot photographer or an agent meeting where you are pitching yourself. It's so often easier to go off of other people first to figure out who you are than just trying to, who am I as an actor? I don't know. I'm just really good and I show up on time and I'm really nice. That's so boring, and it's not a way to pitch you. And so when we're looking for things, sometimes, looking at the people around you, and let's say you have a friend named Rosie who you were like, I could totally nail her and her real life story. That also means you have friends that know this person, and just ask them, be like, hey, this is an innocent question, but how would you describe Rosie? And listen, because that's going to give you some ways to pitch yourself to an agent or to a project or for a role, because you can use those things for yourself. And, if you got really good friends, you can even ask them to describe you if you think they're actually going to be honest. In auditions, we often feel like we lose our power in that room. We're so pumped and we're so prepared and we're like, I'm going to go in and slay it. And then you go in and you open your mouth and sometimes it just falls flat. And I think we're just standing there. We're staring awkwardly in front of the camera at the casting director, just trying to figure out what it is that the casting directors want, instead of just making a firm, solid choice about our character and then showing the casting director what they want, because they don't know. They really don't know. If they knew exactly who they wanted, they would make an offer, because they would already know the actor who could do it. If they knew what they wanted, they would just make an offer, because casting directors know a lot of actors. If they're auditioning, you have to assume that they don't really know what they want, and it's your job to go in and show them what they want. And too often, we're adjusting our audition to support the reader And the readers aren't always the best. Sometimes they're tired. Sometimes they just don't care. Most of the time they just don't have acting training, and they don't know what you want, or what you need, I should say. They don't know what you need. So too often what we're doing is we're adjusting our audition to support the reader, because that's what we learn in acting class, right? When you're in a really good scene study class and you're doing a scene with your partner, you're told all the time, support your partner, support your partner. Unfortunately, and this is why audition skills are much different than acting skills way too often, we need to make the reader support you. You need to take that strong choice and not back down. And no matter what the reader does, no matter how the reader does their reading of the other character, you need to stay strong in who you are as your character, and make sure that your choice in who you are comes through, because those are the actors who book. All right, guys, that's it for today. Short and sweet. I've had a crazy week getting ready for my headshots, which I took today. I'm so excited to get back. I'm waiting for that Dropbox to finish downloading so I can finally see my photos. So in the meantime, I thought I would shoot you guys some hope and some skill sets out there to help you guys along on your journey. So if you haven't already and you want more of a step-by-step guide of how to navigate this career, you can head on over to Amazon.com. The Kindle and the e-reader version of my book, The Hollywood Actor's Guide to Surviving the Film and TV Industry, is now available. But in the meantime, you can check me out on Instagram at Hollywood Actors Guide or at Jennifer Lynn Warren. So break a leg out there, guys, and remember, you are not alone.